Hello everyone, Dean here with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and we are back with another Rogue Deck Showcase video. And in this video we are featuring the Misty's archetype, centering around Misty's Gyarados. Misty's Gyarados is a Stage 1 Water type Pokemon with 180 HP, and we're really focusing on the Splashing Panic attack. It's a 70 times multiplier attack. We discard the top 7 cards of our deck, and we do 70 damage for each Misty's Pokemon we discard in this way. So obviously we are maxed out on all the Misty's Pokemon that we have. So we play Misty's Lapras, we play Misty's Magikarp, Misty's Gyarados, Misty's Psyduck, Misty's Staryu, and Misty's Starmie. And we also have a one of the regular Psyduck with a damp ability for any deck that plays the Ghost. I will say that we're not seeing that as much in this format, but having that protection is still pretty good because a lot of our Pokemon are very low HP, so protecting that does help us. And you may be asking, like, how can we guarantee of discarding Misty's Pokemon? Like, yeah, we play a 4 of everything that is Misty's, but we can kind of manipulate that better with using Misty Psyduck that has the Flustered Leap ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard the bottom card of your deck. If you do, discard all cards from this Pokemon. We usually don't put anything on there, and put this card on the top of our deck. So we can put the Misty Psyduck on the top and kind of at least get a couple on there to get some damage, and then just hope for getting the rest from the top. And another way to manipulate getting that is also with Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. We can search our deck for 2 cards and put them on top, so we can look for 2 more of Misty's Pokemon and kind of guaranteed anywhere from 3 to even up to really technically 6 Misty's Pokemon to discard in that way. And it's a really strong deck. I actually took this to a Rogue Knight tournament at my local league, and I went 4-0, winning the whole entire event. This deck was super fun. I will say, knowing the different cards in this deck is also helpful. Honestly, Misty's Starmie is a pretty good attacker when we can evolve it that turn. Getting Misty's Lapras out to start off and getting Misty's Pokemon in our hand is pretty strong as well. Honestly, this is a very great, somewhat consistent archetype, and we can recycle the Misty's Pokemon with Sacred Ash. We play 4 copies of this, shuffle the 5 Pokemon back in our deck. That way we can keep attacking over and over again with the Misty's Gyarados. Some other trainer cards we play 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin just to get our Pokemon out, and really it's for getting the Misty Psyduck and the Misty's Magikarp. And one thing to note about the Magikarp is the Submerge ability. As long as this is on your bench, prevent all damage from and effects of attack from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So effectively it's protected against Phantom Dive, is protected against Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Anytime where they're putting damage counters from an attack, Arboliva is actually a very big one. The Magikarp is protected from that. It doesn't protect from Monkey Dory, it doesn't protect from Curse Blast, so that's something to be mindful. Our expected choice is Max Rod. That way we can recycle the Pokemon and also our energy at the same time. Get that into our hand, play the Misty Psyduck onto the bench, put them back in the deck. It's just another way we can use recursion in this deck. Play 4 Night Stretcher again, trying to get the pieces we need. 4 Poké Pad because we play nothing but non-Roblox Pokemon. With supporters, we'll play 1 boss just because honestly we can knock out anything. 1 boss is just more than enough. Talked about Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Play 2 Iris's Fighting Spirit just for draw. That way we can have resources in our hand. 1 Lana's Aid just to grab more resources. And then 4 Lillie's Determination just to kind of get pieces going, especially in the early game of the match. And then 8 Water Energy. It's a very straightforward list. It is super fun. I honestly was planning on playing a whole different deck that night, and I just built this just because I saw this list online. I thought it was cool. I had all the pieces, and I switched to it last second, and I'm kind of glad I did. This actually was a very fun. You have pieces to a lot of different outs and a lot of different strategies. You just have to think about it a little more, especially with the Staryu Starmie. I actually got saved with a Bubble Beam in one of my matches, with paralyzing the rolling heads and paralyzing the opponent's Pokemon. But yeah, this is a really fun deck, definitely on the cheaper end to build as well. And yeah, I love this deck, honestly. This format, I'm finding more and more decks I'm really appreciate playing more. So, but before we go on the ladder with Misty's Gyarados, I've got a couple questions for y'all. Have you subscribed to his channel? Do you have your notifications on? If you don't, if you can, please do. We release videos every Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes we release outside of those as well. So when we do that, having those notifications will help you when we have our new videos out there, and having be subscribed to the channel. You also is easier for all to see our videos, and also helps with our algorithm. We are a growing YouTube channel. We're small, but we love playing these wacky decks and showing just our viewpoints on playing different rogue decks in this meta. This is a passion project for both Dev and I, and this is something we just enjoy doing, and we just love showing you our ideas. So with all that being said, I think it's time to take Misty's Gyarados onto the ladder and see how it is, so I'll see y'all there. Okay y'all, we're in our first game here with Misty's Gyarados. Looks like we won coin flip, so we're going to go first. I like going first in this deck because we are just a stage 1 attacking Pokemon. If we can put pressure onto our opponent, that will be good. But we don't have a basic yet. And the cool thing is, they're not going to see what we're playing. They'll just know we're playing a water deck. So they may think we're playing like Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Actually, I don't even know what other water decks are out there right now. Maybe some sort of Starmie, make a Starmie deck. So, okay, and we start off with Magikarp. So we'll see what they're playing. Okay, and we're going against Iono's deck, which they do hit us for weakness, but I'm not really too concerned about the weakness. We'll just put Pokemon on our bench and then our turn. Just because, honestly, it doesn't take much for them to knock us out anyway. If they do get the Belly Bolt, we can try to get the Belly Bolt out and slow them down that way. And also take 2 prizes in while we're doing it. But with the Voltorbs, it's going to be a little difficult. This is going to be a difficult match for us. And they're just going to try to get the knockout with the Magikarp, which I don't blame them. And I think they do. The quick attack, yep, more than enough. Which is fine. We have a Night Stretcher. We can get that back onto our bench. So a Night Stretcher, get that. That way we have hopefully another attacker. We have the Lillie. If we had the resources, I would take out the Tadpole because that's their energy acceleration. We don't really have much going on right now. I'm gonna Buddy-Buddy and we'll grab another Magikarp and a Psyduck. I'm gonna Poké Pad here for Gyarados. That way we can at least attack this turn. And at least guarantee 1 Misty's Pokemon. And honestly, playing a Staryu isn't bad as well. And we'll just Splashing Panic. We'll get the knockout. Do 210. And we'll get a prize. We'll tie up on the prize trade here. And we get our Max Rod, so that's perfect. That's another way we can get Pokemon back into our hand. Specifically the Psyduck here. And we also have energy in our discard as well. We only play 8 energy, so we need to be careful about when we play those cards, the energy cards. So it seems like they don't have a lot going on. So we can get ahead on the prize trade here. We get another Misty Psyduck. We'll play down the other Psyduck here. And I don't think we want to use Sacred Ash just yet. I'd rather hold on to that. Don't want to play a max rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on the Psyducks. I'm going to use Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. And I'm going to put down 2 Laprases. That way we can at least get those out. We don't need those in this matchup right now. Kind of wish we had a boss to take out the Voltorb with the energy on there, but they're playing really slow. So Splashing Panic. That's a lot of Misty's Pokemon. It's a good thing we have the Sacred Ash in our hand. And we'll get ahead on the prize trade. So, again, pretty consistent, pretty straightforward deck. Once we get our bench down, we have a lot going for us here. So they're going to flip the script. They're going to try and get pieces going. We're already ahead of 1 prize card. We're nothing but single prizes. This does help us kind of get into attacking with a multi-prizer. And then with the Tabbles, the Belly Bolts will be a multi-prizers as well. So once we get to 2 prize cards, if we can get our boss, we should be fine, and our boss is in the discard, so never mind on the boss play. So, looks like they're just trying to get pieces here. Okay, they get their Belly Bolt, which they can do, but they're not going to be able to attach any more energy. They got Retrieval, okay. Again, they don't need a lot to knock us out, though. And then 200, they'll knock us out. They'll get tied on the prizes. We'll promote the Magikarp. Psyduck, we don't need that in this matchup here. I'm going to attach energy to the Magikarp. We do need we need a Gyarados to attack this turn. Actually, I probably should have went for the Starmies this game with this play. Save the Magikarp. We don't need to constantly go through our deck. So I'm going to play the Max Rod for now. That way I can get Gyarados, 2 Psyducks, I'll grab an Energy, and then I'll grab a Starmie. Kind of get pieces for next turn here. We will evolve into the Gyarados. I probably should have done the Staryu, but I can do that for next turn. Unless they promote the Belly Bolt. And we only need to hit 1 here. So with that, what do I have for Pokemon? Okay, so I am going to Sacred Ash here. The Laprases, Staryu, Starmie. I'll keep the Magikarp in here. That way, if I can get a Night Stretcher, I can pull it out. That's super easy. And I'm just going to do 1 Psyduck. Okay. We're going to discard that anyway. And we'll just attack here, knowing that we will get at least 1. And we get 4, so we got that knocked out. Get another prize here. Get another Buddy-Buddy. We should be in a good spot next turn. We are kind of forced to do Gyarados now, since they looks like they're attacking with the Belly Bolt. But they need 4 energy, so unless they get 2 energy off this flip the script, go Wattrel, okay. They need to get energy on there to draw some more though. Okay, that's for Pokemon. Doesn't seem like they have energy to attack though. So this may be a good time for us to kind of just get a little bit ahead. Levincia, okay, they'll at least get 2 more energy this way. So they'll knock us out. Yeah, so they're going all in on the... Oh, okay, so they got their engine going. So if we can get Sacred Ash, that would be awesome here. That way we can... Or even just a Night Stretcher as well. How many Gyaradoses do we have in the discard? Just 1, there'll be 2. So even if we get a Poké Pad, I think we'll be fine. If not, we'll go with the Staryu. So they're going to knock us out here. I may just go with the Staryu just to get damage on here, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Gyarados. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we went that direction. We'll put that there. We'll see if we have any more Magikarps. We don't. And so I should have probably put the Magikarp in there. So we'll evolve to the Starmie here. Attach. And I'm actually going to do another Staryu. Just because we can attack with that again if we can. Because we're doing 140, so we hit that twice. We'll at least maybe get ahead once we attack the second time here. And we'll just Abrupt Flash, put some damage on this Belly Bolt. So they have to retreat to attack, which isn't a big deal for them because they can go into a Voltorb. Hopefully they... Well, for my sake, I hope they don't see it, but they probably do see that. So, I feel like we're actually doing a pretty decent job playing into this. Especially for the weakness, and then them potentially being a little bit more consistent. The issue with our deck is that we are really relying on our top decks a lot of times. I've only seen 1 Sacred Ash. And we have 3 in the discard because we had to discard them. So that's one of the big downfalls, is that through the Gyarados' attack, we can lose our resources that we need to play the game. But we still have 1 more Sacred Ash, we have 2 more Night Stretchers, we have all our Poké Pads gone. So, again, it's unfortunate, but I think we're still in this right now. They can attack with the Belly Bolt, but we're not knocking them out either, but we can retreat into something else. So they're retreat. No, they're attaching. Okay. So I wonder what they're doing. I wonder why they didn't go on the Voltorb. Because they have Levincia in play. They could have retreated, get the Levincia out, and also energy retrieval and get the energy back into play here. So they're just going into the Belly Bolt, knowing that we need to one-shot that thing. So they're doing a good job of managing the resources and recycling. I will say that. Like, that's one thing about this deck, is once you get your groove going, this is actually a very good, very strong deck. And yeah, they'll just knock us out. I'm gonna hope that we can get Gyarados this turn, because I need to get the prizes here. Okay, we do. That's awesome. So we can at least guarantee 3 Misty's Pokemon here with doing the Psyducks. and just hope that we can get one more off of that. And there's our last Sacred Ash, so we may be down and out, but we still have a Staryu. How many Starmies are in our discard? 2, so we technically may have an opportunity. So we'll just Slash is panicking, see what we can get. Oh, we missed it. We only get 3. Yeah, if we would have got that KO, that would have put us in a much better spot. Because they're switching, they can attack with a Voltorb here easily. They don't have to waste any energy. Meanwhile, we're kind of stuck on the Staryu. This may be it for us, unfortunately. We're looking at only having one Night Stretcher. Yeah, I don't think we can pull this off. If we would have had a Cypher, are both Cyphers in the discard? No, we still have one more left. We could have got that knockout and put us in a little better of a situation. So, we'll see what they do. They'll definitely knock us out because they have a bunch of energy in play and they're hitting us for weakness. And they're hitting for 560 damage. And yeah, we need to have a lot this turn. I don't think we can pull this off. If we would have had the energy, we would have actually got the knockout, but they would have just returned it out. So let's see what's in our deck. One Staryu. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to end my turn. They can take the knockout. They deserve it. Hopefully they don't do all the actions. They have the game in hand. Just go ahead and attack us. Yep, they got it. So, but once we got our groove, we were fine. It's just with discarding a lot of the resources we need, that kind of hurt us at the end. I did make the misplay. I probably should have promoted the Staryu instead of the Magikarp and go back direction, especially with going against the Voltorbs. But we live and learn. We'll go into our second game and see how we do with that. So I'll see y'all there. Okay, y'all, we're going into game 2 here. We won the coin flip again, so let's go first. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you go second? Use your supporters. But I feel like we can get attacking very easily in this deck. And honestly, I just need to get an energy for my second turn, and I can actually attack with the Starmie and hopefully get an easy KO and putting pressure on my opponent. If not, I have the Buddy Poffins to set up for the Magikarps, and we have Poké Pads to get the Gyaradoses. So now we just need to find energy. So we're going against a Typhlosion deck, so we do hit for weakness. So that is the good thing here. So let's Buddy Poffin. We'll grab a couple Magikarps. And we'll Buddy Poffin again and grab a couple Psyducks. That way you get our bench established here. I don't think we really need anything else. So we're just going to end our turn. We have the Starmie in hand. If we can somehow get an energy for next turn, we can easily get a knockout. And honestly, if we get we can knock out the Ho EX as well. That's super easy for us to do. So I'm going to play Ethan. So Ethan's is going to be a very important card for this deck. We know Typhlosion very well. That's actually one of my decks I play a lot. I'm very comfortable with that deck. So we'll see how they add the Ho EX in there. We're going to Golden Flame, okay. Are they going to put it on the Ho, or are they going to put it on... Yep. So they're going to get that established as an attacker. Poké Pad, see what they grab, and now it's Lava for next turn. And I wonder if they are going to attack us, because if they attack, okay, and they'll lose that energy. Poké Pad, ooh, that doesn't really help us here. I'm almost okay losing this Staryu. I kind of want to wait. So we'll Poké Pad for... We'll get a Gyarados. We'll evolve our Gyaradoses. At least get that set up here. Because they're not going to boss. They'll probably want to use Ethan's next turn. Honestly, grabbing another Staryu isn't a bad idea. Because I can promote that and attack with a Starmie on any of their Pokemon and get the knockout. So I kind of like that as well, kind of giving us some options. That way we can save the Gyarados for later in the game. Unfortunately, I wish we had energy. I could have attached this turn and kind of get ahead in the prize trade. But that's one of the good things about this deck. Don't remember if I said this earlier. Every attack, most of the attacks we do that are relevant are just a single water energy attachment. So we don't have to set up fully. We can kind of pick and choose how we want to do this. And playing against weakness, having weakness as our advantage this time helps us out. It's just we're not drawing the energy. So if we can play from behind, they have multiprizers on the board, we don't. So we can bank on trying to get that in play as well. I'm not really too worried about them attacking with Typhlosion because they can knock us out even with just 2 Ethans. So that's not the issue. But we can play catch up on the Ho EX. So they'll get that powered up. That's perfect on us. They'll Night Stretcher for the energy. They'll probably put on the Cynical. I wonder if they're going to attach Retreat and go with the Ho. If they do that, that puts us in a very good situation here. Because then we just need the energy. So they are going to attack with a Ho. Okay. Don't think they know what Starmie does, so that can help us out as well. So I'm actually going to promote the Staryu, because I'm fine playing from behind. Night Stretcher. Ooh, we're just not grabbing anything we need. I want a Night Stretcher for the other Staryu. And I'm just gonna pass. I'll give them another prize here. It's not ideal, but with them having this 2 prizer, it does help us out a little bit. So as soon as we grab a Lillie's, grab some, even just the energy, we can knock this Ho-Oh out super easily. And kind of save our Gyarados. Like, I don't want to use them as much until we absolutely have to. So we'll see how this goes, see what they do this turn. So they get a Typhlosion out. It's fine. We only need 2 Misty's Pokemon to knock that thing out because of weakness. They'll get the Cool Lava, okay. So after, it seems like after this Ho-Oh, they're gonna go a pure single prize board state, which is fine. If we can kind of play catch up, we can hopefully be fine with that. And I think this is a good matchup to utilize our other attackers. We don't necessarily have to go Gyarados full through. Attacking with Misty's is going to be more than enough, or sorry, with Starmie will be more than enough, hopefully. There we go, Lillie. So hopefully we should get a energy. How many Pokemon do I have? Just one, so I'm going to save the Sacred Ash. We will Lillie's Determination, hopefully get a Water Energy. And we do, we get plenty. So we're fine, we're going to get our board established here. We'll attach onto the Misties. And how many Poké Pads have we used so far? 2. I'm going to save the Poké Pads. Even though as much as I want to attack with the Starmie and save the Gyaradoses, we need... I'll use it. Do we have any other Staryus? We don't actually, they're prize. So with that, I'm gonna grab another Magikarp. Just have in our back burner, because they're not taking multiple prizes here. And then we'll hit for 280, get 2 prizes, and get tied on the prize trade here. Get another Starmie, we get another our 4th Misty Psyduck. And the cool thing is, we're not reliant on having to discard a lot of cards this match. Again, we only need guaranteed 2 Misty's Pokemon. And they placed down another Ho-Oh, which is fine with us. Don't believe we discarded the boss. So if we get the boss, that'd be a nice, easy target for us. They went through that 5 energy, but I would assume this deck probably plays a little more than the typical Typhlosion deck for energy wise. They'll play Ethans, that will be their 4th Ethans, either 3rd or 4th. Let's see if it updated. Yeah, so they have all their Ethans in the discard. The Golden Flame. Yeah, they play, what, 4, 7, probably 8, probably 10 energy. And then, yeah, Buddy Blast easily knocking us out. They'll take a prize card. Honestly, if we can get a boss, that will be awesome here. That way we can get ahead of the prize trade and just go after their Typhlosions. So we'll place down a Magikarp here. No need to waste the Sacred Ash just yet. Let's Iris and get rid of the Starmie. Grab a Lapras. We don't need the Lapras. How many Pokemon? 4. Let's Fluster Leap. I'm just going to do 1. Because the likelihood of us hitting 2 is very high. So we'll just place another one down. And we'll just Splashing Panic. We should hit at least 2. Yeah, we hit enough. So we're good. So get tied up in the prize trade. Oh, then go through. There we go. Night Stretcher. Perfect. We can get a Gyarados from the discard because we did do that. Again, yeah, if we can get a boss, we will be in excellent shape here. I wonder what they're going to do this turn. Battle Cage, not a problem for us. We don't do the damage counter stuff. Lana's A, they're probably going to get their pieces back for another Typhlosion. So our goal is we need to somehow get our boss and kind of just knock this out, knock the Ho-Oh, and we will be all set before they can knock out 3 of our Pokemon. So they'll take prize. Got the Misties, Gyarados here. We got the energy. We can Sacred Ash. So we'll Night Stretcher first. We'll grab another Gyarados. Get that set up for next turn here. Okay, we'll Sacred Ash. Put some pieces back. We'll do... Well, what don't we need this turn? Definitely don't need that. I think that will be good. Actually, we'll put back a Psyduck just in case we can top deck that. And then we'll Iris's Fighting Spirit away the Lapras. We don't need that for this matchup. And we just need to guarantee 2. So it's Sacred Ash. Have more Pokemon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually can Sacred Ash again. Put the Pokemon back in. Put down a Psyduck here. And I'm just going to do 1. Because, like, again, the likelihood of us hitting 2 is very high. So we'll just Splashing Panic here. Lose our Max Rod, but that's fine. We still haven't lost our boss's orders. We get another Lapras. Perfect here. Yeah, they're just trying to go for the single prize until they absolutely have to. But yeah, if our top deck is a boss, that will be amazing. Because then we can just boss up the Ho and get the last 2 prizes. Because if not, then they got game because they can just knock out any of our Pokemon. So, kind of close here. If we get the boss, we win. And there's the boss. So we'll do that. We'll boss up the Ho-Oh. We'll Fluster Leap here. And that should definitely guarantee that we win. Splashing Panic, and we'll see how much damage that we do. And we hit for 560 and we get the win here. Again, living off the top deck, but that's what this deck's all about. It's all about high rolling, and those are our 2 last Staryus. And we are able to beat a fighter deck. Granted, we are hitting for weakness that did play into our strategy. But yeah, when we hit the deck, the discard right, this is so good. So I love this Misty Gyarados deck. So 1 for 1 right now. We'll go into game 3 and see if we can come out with a positive record. So I'll see y'all in game 3. Okay, y'all, we're in game 3 here with Misty's Gyarados. We lost a coin flip, which is fine. We can either go first or second with this list. I kind of like that with this deck. So winning the coin flip is not necessarily a bad thing for us, because we are at stage 1. We can put pressure on it. So we're going to go second, which is fine, because if we start with the Lapras, we can start getting pieces into our hand as well. We don't, but they'll see that we're playing on Misty's deck, but they also mulligan as well. So they'll see our mulligan, we'll see them. They're going against a Charizard deck, which we can play into our advantage because they are weak to water. But we start with the Psyduck. It's not the best start for us, because we need the ability's only good when it's on the bench. But this will be a good game for us to show the power and us being able to knock out like a mega Pokemon and get 3 prizes at a time. Because we have Buddy-Buddy, we can get some Magikarps out. We have Lillie, so we can try to like stack or try and get another energy. We'll probably put an energy either on the Magikarp or on the Psyduck so we can get ready for retreating. We'll get another Charmander here. And now it's our turn. Okay. We get 2 Buddy-Buddies, so this will set us up. So we'll get 2 Magikarps. I'll actually grab a Staryu, because Starmie could come in clutch here because of the weakness that we have. Or weakness that, yeah, we're hitting for weakness. So I'll attach for turn here because I can actually get some damage on there. I'm going to Lillie's, see what we get for next turn. And we have some pieces. I think we're in a good spot here. Don't really need to do much this turn. So we're just going to do Sprinkle Water. Never thought I'll ever announce this attack, but here we are. And they have 20 HP left, so if they can't get anything, we can actually just attack again and get the prize. If not, if anything, it sets up for maybe some easier KOs, because this is almost one entire Pokemon we don't have to discard. But their hand is enormous right now. So it's surprising to me that they don't have what they need to go anywhere. Okay, so they are going to get into the Mega here. Now, which Mega do they do, or which Pokemon do they do? So they're doing the bench, okay. They probably see that this is going to get knocked out. And they're probably just going to attack us for 20. Yeah. Which is fine, we'll knock them out. I don't care if they knock out this Psyduck, that's perfectly fine with me. Okay. So we'll get energy onto the Magikarp here. Do I want to... I'll at least get one Magikarp going, or one Gyarados, so they know what they're going against here. And then I kind of want to save everything else. So we're just going to Lillie's Determination, see what other cards we can get. And we have options for next turn as well. Actually, I'll just do both of these so they know that we have options here. And I'm just going to Sprinkle Water again, get a prize. And we'll see what the prize is. We're not... Another Poké Pad, perfect. Haven't really did any deck checking. I don't think I played anything. I have, I just didn't deck check. So... next time we go in a deck, we need to see if we have the pieces we need. But it looks like they're having a slow start. They're playing me out just to get a supporter. We'll see what supporter they're going to do, whether it be a Lillie's, maybe they're bossing up the Gyarados because they're afraid of the Gyarados. And honestly, if they do that, if they boss up the Gyarados, we can take the put the Psyduck, and that will get rid of the damage too. So that's why I wasn't too concerned about the Psyduck here. So they're going to get Dom, so they're going to grab some pieces for this. But we can we can hit for the Mega Charizard. So we only need to hit what, 3? We need to get 3 Pokemon to knock this thing out because of weakness. And we have 2 Psyducks on the bench or in play. So that'll at least cover 2. And we just have to pull 1 more. And they have Oricorio as well. So they'll probably take out the knockout, which is fine. We have Poké Pad to grab other Psyducks. Why are they loading up the Oricorio? I find that interesting. Because they can't... Is it only to the bench? Bench fire. Okay, that's why. So we can slow them down if we can knock out this... Charizard here. So we're going to retreat into our Gyarados. We'll put energy onto this Gyarados, get that set up for next turn. And let's just Fluster Leap. We can at least guarantee 2 Pokemon. Actually, I could have Ciphered and definitely guarantee it, but we can say that for next turn. And then just see how much we do. That's more than enough. We hit for 700 damage. We'll grab 3 prizes here. And more pieces. It's perfect. We have Sacred Ash, so we can use Sacred Ash to put the Pokemon back into our deck. Yeah, all 4 Psyducks are in the discard. We don't have Night Stretcher, but we can Sacred Ash, Poké Pad, get 2 out. Or at the very least, we have Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking to put at least 2 on there, because with this one, we only need 2 because we're hitting for weakness. So just having the Psyducks and the Cypher really setting up our damage is really helpful here. And they're not even knocking us out. So I think we can get this. So let's Sacred Ash. Let's put back some Pokemon here. And actually we can't retreat. And let's Ciphermaniacs. Let's guarantee 2 of these Pokemon on top just for the KO and call it a day. See how much damage we can do here. Way more than enough. We hit for 700 again, and yeah, that's game. So the power of weakness and just being able to control when we can discard our Pokemon is very important with this deck. This is a fun deck if we can get the pieces going right. But yeah, I'm having a blast playing Misty's Gyarados, to be honest. So I'm going 2-1 in this video. I love this. Granted, weakness did help us out a lot, but we were still hitting the damage when we needed to. So so I like this. Going against fire decks is very strong right now. And yeah, I'm just glad that we can take Misty's Gyarados and show the power of this deck. So yeah, Misty's Gyarados, really Misty's, I won't say toolbox, is a better way of saying this, because I would say in this video we've used every card in this deck other than the Psyduck. Again, this was created for the Dusknoir line. I will say if I'm going to make any edits, I will probably take out the Psyduck maybe for a Shaman, or even just like another just water attacker that I can find, or even just for more consistency for like a boss or something. But other than that, like, this is a fun deck, powerful when we can hit everything. Being able to go second, start with the Lapras, get our pieces on board, and then just moving to the Gyarados, and even Staryu and Starmie being attackers is good too. Yeah, this is just a fun deck. If you want to take it, you'll have the description in the list in the description below. You also have the list here, so take a look at it, copy it. Let us know your thoughts as well. Again, very high rolly deck. And a lot of my testing, we're either hitting the pieces we have or we're really bricking. Yeah, but like I said earlier, I was able to take this to a rogue style tournament and go 4-0 with this, with my finals being against Cynthia's Garchomp, which has 400 HP, and I was one-shotting that thing. So yeah, again, when you hit the discarding right, it feels so good, and when you don't, it doesn't. It's what a rogue deck is. It's not super consistent, but it's consistent enough to really have fun with this. But yeah, let us know what changes you will make to this list. Again, I kind of took this list from an online tournament and I kind of made it a little bit. I think the Ciphermaniac Codebreaking is very good in this list. Paired with the Psyduck, you can really try to stack up to 6 Pokemon at once if you really need to go for those big one-shots if we're fortunate enough. But yeah, this is a really fun deck, so take a look, let us know your thoughts, Again, also subscribe to this channel, put on your notification bell so when our videos come out, you'll get them right away. And just, again, thank you for just watching us and letting us just have the opportunity to show us our wacky decks. We love playing these decks. And yeah, until next time, y'all, that was Misty's Gyarados. We'll see what we do next time, and as always, have fun playing those sneaky decks. See y'all.